Yo, what's up YouTube? Today we are back with the coaching series where I share some of the knowledge I have on Comp Fortnite with you guys. For this video, I'm Carson B is back again, and it's time to talk about fighting. Now, I'm not the fastest or most flashy fighter, but if you guys want to learn the basics and the fundamentals of fighting, stick around for this one. We're talking about how to end fights, how to improve quickly, and even how to fight on high ping. If you guys have anything else you want to hear my thoughts on, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and let's get into it.
I'm lagging.
You want to talk about fighting?
Yes, because I can't do it.
You can't do it.
Yeah.
So is it mechanics or knowing what to do?
My editing speed's pretty fast, but like both.
Because if it's mechanics, I can't really help with that. You just have to practice. But if it's like I don't know what to do here, then I can probably help.
Like piece control, like that doesn't exist in my brain.
That's okay. That's not a bad starting point. In fact, most people use too much piece control. So Carson, would you say you feel like confused in a fight? Or do you
Absolutely.
Okay. So confused of what to do or like what's happening?
Both.
Okay. So what's happening? I feel like that's something that you just need to play more for. But for what to do, I could probably help you by like explaining my thought process. Okay, so a 1v1's about to happen, right? Somebody's running at you or whatever. What is the first thing you do?
If I don't avoid them, I take my time. Maybe box up.
Okay, so box up. That's a good start. But I guess let's say what is the goal in a fight, right?
To kill them.
Yeah. So what should you be looking to do to start the fight?
To get the damage advantage.
Yeah. So that means a pump shotgun shot, realistically, right?
Mhm.
So how do you look for that? You don't need a peek. You need to see them, right? You need to see them and shoot them.
Mhm.
So that usually means catching them by surprise by some way or boxing them up, like you said.
Yep.
So what I will do in a fight that's just started, right? Neither of us has like damage. Is I will look not to build necessarily as my main focus. I have to use builds to move around, but I'm looking for a chance to shoot somebody with the pump. And I've learned when people aren't expecting it, and it's usually side jumps from up under them. But your first thing should not be trying to box them at all, or like piece them up, because if you put them in piece and they're 200 health, like it's so easy for them to like spray out, yeah, or 50-50 you. Like it's a tough situation. You want to start with the damage. So I get into a fight, I'm sprinting around like crazy, like throwing some builds out, but I'm really just looking to find a pump shot.
Okay.
So you
So
think
I shouldn't be worrying about like boxing them instantly? Or,
no.
Like, getting
No.
high instantly, but getting the first shot?
Because when you're trying to piece somebody, right? Like what always happens? They'll like find a shotgun shot on you while you're trying to like miss a build or something, or they get a build, just wait for you to walk into it.
Yeah,
When you're running an edit course, because you just don't have your gun out. Like it's easy to shoot you. You're just running around with builds. Versus if you run around with a shotgun, you're looking for the first shot. Once you find that shot, then you can go for the piece to follow it up. How do I
end a fight?
How do you end a fight? So, okay, who controls the fight?
Whoever has the damage advantage?
Not necessarily. Like, if I go box up on low ground, and you start smacking my wall, who's controlling the fight?
Probably me.
Yeah. Carson, you're controlling the fight because I have to react to what you're doing.
Yeah.
So the person who's controlling the fight is the aggressor.
Okay.
And that means if you're trying to finish a fight or really like get somebody to stop pressuring you, you need to be the aggressor. The aggressor is controlling it. Now the person who's not aggressing can find like a weak spot in the other person's offense, but a good aggressor is not going to have that weakness, and they're just going to keep aggressing, keep putting pressure until the defender messes up. So if
like
you
football?
Sure, like football. So if you
Okay.
want to, if you want to end a fight, you need to be the aggressor and you need to do it well. And that means
Okay.
constant pressure on the builds that they are on. Um, and if they're weak, you should be trying to get in their box. So like,
Okay.
here, I'll just kill you so I get my mats back. So just
And
box up, and I'll aggress you, right?
okay.
So I've just keyed you, and I want to end this fight. Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep constant pressure directly on the builds that you're on. I'm so not warm, but you get my point. I'm on your walls, like you can't relax, right? And if I get damage on you, you're not gonna have a chance to heal if I do it well. And I'm not like a great fighter,
Mhm.
but if I'm just I'm directly on your builds, right?
Yeah.
You this fight is going to end, and it's one of us is gonna die because one of us is gonna slip up sometime soon.
Oh, okay. That was like a perfect example of.
Yeah, so you want to end a fight, you have to be the aggressor. It's pretty much that simple. Be the aggressor and don't mess up. If you're just reboxing over and over, someone is not going to stop keying you. And if you're keying someone and you're not putting good pressure on directly on their walls, you're never going to kill them.
So we can't take walls usually because people have better ping. How do I fight a fight without ping that I cannot take their walls?
Well, I
And
think
they're taking all my walls.
I personally don't ever have trouble taking walls. But theoretically, if you don't have, if you can't take a wall, right, you can't put, like, you're not going to be able to, I mean, it's the same thing. It doesn't really matter. You're just going to keep pressuring them until they mess up, right? Even if you don't get the wall, they're going to try to pre-fire you or something. They're going to mess up and you're going to be able to find a pump shot. And then after that, are you saying, like, they just keep reboxing over and over and you can't kill them?
Yeah, or that like I have to rebox constantly because they. Well, actually, you were actually talking about this. If because they keep aggressing me, and since they have the better ping, they're like just they get every wall, so I keep backing up and backing up and backing up.
So,
Like
okay.
if they're the aggressor, do I have to look like to punish them?
Yeah, exactly. So they have to expose themselves to aggress you unless they do it perfectly, right? And realistically, they're not going to be doing it perfectly unless you're fighting a pro. So look for the chance where they expose themselves, where they have their pickaxe out, and then punish them for that. And then another chance you can usually find them out and become the aggressor. Like, say I'm on your wall, right? What do you have a chance to do right now? Besides that. I have my pump out and you can't edit on me, right? I'm on your wall. What do you have a chance to do right now? Besides edit out and shoot me.
Seems like a test.
What can you do to become the aggressor right now? No, besides editing and shooting me. What is the biggest
I don't know.
what is the biggest advantage that lets somebody be the aggressor?
High ground?
High ground, exactly.
Oh.
So right now I'm on your
boy,
wall.
Get back down here.
I'm on your wall. I'm smacking this thing, right?
Yep.
What could you do?
I'll go up.
Exactly. And now
To
I'm
regain the
gonna
advantage.
have to go up on you, and it's much easier to keep me off of you from above. And then this is gonna like you lost height, but you have a chance there, right, to punish them very easily, or to become the aggressor. If you don't think they're gonna leave you alone, even if you have height, you should take that chance to take height and become the aggressor. So like I get height on you, I'm gonna look to pump you or whatever. I suck at fighting, but you see what I mean? Like that's another chance you have. People,
Question.
yeah.
How do you actually even get better though? Because like I feel like fighting creative doesn't help.
How do you get better? So this is what I was talking about.
I didn't ranked.
This is what I was talking about yesterday, and it's not the fun answer, right? Every single time you take damage in a fight, you messed up. You exposed yourself. Because we have the opportunity with builds to create any structure, right? To always create the perfect scenario for ourselves. So anytime you mess up, or anytime you get shot, that means you messed up. And if you look in the replay, you're gonna see where you watch from your opponent's perspective, you're going to see where you messed up. It could be
Yeah, that's
it
true.
could be you missed a build. It could be that you didn't see them coming from a certain way. But if you see where you messed up and then you don't let that happen again, you do that enough times and you're never gonna be exposed.
I'm doing that.
You're never gonna be exposed in a
You want me
fight.
to VOD review my fights?
Yeah, in arena, bro. I used to do it and it got me a lot
Full
better.
king in arena. We're full king in arena.
Not just in arena though. If you're trying in creative, same thing. Every single time you get shot, you expose yourself somewhere.
But like creative, I feel like you use like creative's like different. I don't know how to explain it.
It's not different. It's the same things. We can create any structure around us. That means anytime you're getting shot or anytime someone is getting builds on you, that means there was a vulnerability there that you can fix. And then you can also maybe
Alright.
use how they killed you on your opponents, since that vulnerability exists.
So
Wait.
you should be a god now, right?
Well, I'll have to practice. So like, so I should be VOD reviewing my fights and just thinking about what weaknesses I create, and that I should always be the aggressor. And my goal of the fight is to get the damage advantage and become the aggressor.
You don't have to be the aggressor, but if you want the fight to end, then yeah, you're gonna need to be the aggressor. To some degree. And you don't have to. You can VOD review other people's fights too, or even just watch watching someone's gameplay. Every single time they get shot, single time they get pieced up, there was a vulnerability there that you can avoid. Cause like if I just crank, right, you're never killing me. Like this is obviously not a realistic way to play the game, but I mean besides that obviously, but if I just keep going up, you're never killing me, right? Like that's an extreme way of like avoiding every vulnerability. But like you have to be a little more realistic than that. Alright everyone, that was the fundamentals of fighting as I see them. Hopefully you guys learned something, and if you have any tips, let us know in the comments. If you have any other video ideas, let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.